Alright, welcome back. Franchise Hockey Manager 10 time. It's time for a new chapter. We have left Regina behind. We're now about to see our brand new team. Are you ready for this? We are the head coach of Kristall Saratov in Russia. Now then, they gave me a contract offer that absolutely blew every other offer I've had to date out the water. $20,000 US, which equals 1.7 million Russian rubles. I think it's rubles, might be rupees, don't know. Russian money, anyway. First thing we got to do though is go and have a look for a place to live. The place that I'm looking at the moment is a long-term rental apartment and condo, apparently. Looking at the pictures on the inside, yeah, it looks quite nice. A little bit kind of pinky brown for my tastes, but well, with the money I'm getting paid, I can quite easily do that up. That just looks like a bit of drywall. That probably just needs a bit of wallpaper, a bit of paint. It should be absolutely fine. But it looks quite nice. However, when you look at the outside of the property, it looks... I wish it was that side. But yeah. It's even got a dentist underneath, which I don't know if that's anything about the area of Russia that we're in, but yeah, this is where we're going to live. That is only a 46-minute walk away from the Kristall Ice Palace, and actually not very far away from the coast, which is lovely. So we're going to have a look at the stadium. Now that is apparently the Ice Palace. I did have a look on TripAdvisor, and I found this review, which is absolutely hilarious. Unfortunately, Google Translate isn't working, so we're going to do it a slightly different route. So bunging it into the other Google Translate, we get this. I was only in the palace for Jared Leff. Alas, the concert was cancelled. Regarding the premises, not the largest palace I've seen. Okay. Everything is quite simple and immediately reveals its sporting purposes. Definitely needs a good renovation. That's just brilliant. I mean, this guy goes around and actually sizes up palaces. And then also checks to make sure that they are sporting, these palaces. Okay, shall we meet the team? I bet you're dying to meet the team. Starting at left wing / right wing, we have Andrei Migor. Now, Andrei has been playing pretty much in VHL and KHL, a little bit in the MHL even. Has never made any kind of crossing over into US hockey. Mikhail Kovalyov, maybe, is probably our second line left winger. He's had a couple of years in the minors. He went to Metallurg Novokuznetsk, potentially, in the top league, and has now dropped down to us. And I should say, we are in kind of the second level of the Russian Hockey League. Out of the three, we've recently been promoted up, I believe. All right, our third liner on the left wing is probably going to be Georgy Sergenenko, potentially. He has, over the last couple of years, been the captain of our team. He is getting on at 33. And the last couple of years, he's not really produced all that much for us. So we'll see where we stand with him. Now, if we move on to our centres, our first line is probably going to be this guy here, Mikhail Meshkeryakov. I think I'm pronouncing that right. It's another guy who spent the majority of his life playing in Russia. He is a three-star player. Our second line centre is probably going to be Alexei Yakovlev. He is a two-star player and again has been pretty much playing most of his life over in Russia. Our third line centre is probably going to be this guy here, and while I will probably mispronounce his first name a lot, Yevgeny, potentially, Lebedev. I can say Lebedev, I can say that easily. Look at me, Lebedev. Nailed it. Quite a young little chap, hasn't really done all that much since he left the juniors. Did an absolute smashing season with 40 points there. Hardly lit the world on fire, but he's young, he's going to be our centre. Let's move on to our right wings. Alright, so this guy here is probably going to be our first line right winger. He's got the ability to play across a couple of different areas if need be, but I think at the moment he is going to be first line on the right. He has played some American hockey. Calgary Wranglers, Rapid City Rush. However, this year he has moved over to us. So he could be good. He's played a lot of American hockey. We'll see how he gets on. Now our second line is probably going to be Yegor Manin, another fairly youngish player at 27, purely right wing. He is a 3.5-star player. Much like the rest, he has played at Metallurg with the other guy whose name I can't even remember anymore. He will be our second line right winger. Moving on, our third line is probably going to be this guy, Ilya Kruglov. I think I'm pronouncing that as. He has played for a number of different teams. He looks like he is sort of fairly good. He's kind of green across the board. And then fourth line right winger is probably going to be this guy here. He looks like he's been a career player for us at Kristall. He's currently a 2-star player with the potential to move up to 2.5. He isn't very good at shooting. He ain't very good at fighting. Apparently he loves a new number. I didn't give him that. But yeah, he'll probably be our right winger. If we move on to our left defenders, Christian Rubins is probably going to be our first line defender. Now, he has actually played some NHL with the Maple Leafs, bit of time with the Marlies. It's about so he's actually played a fair bit of American hockey. I have no idea what Modo hockey is. Swedish, there we go. Last couple of years, he has moved over to us at Kristall. He is aging out a little bit at 30. But yeah, he will probably be our first line defender. In our second line, we're probably looking at Alexander Shepelev. He's 2.5 stars at the moment, and he's been playing a lot in, I want to say that's Slovakia. Should we have a guess? Is that Slovakia? It is. Look at that. I know my geography. He's also played a couple of years with us at Kristall. He is again getting on the age-ish side that I'm not particularly happy with. We are paying him a lot of money when we look at him in comparison to the rest of our team. We've only got 2 that are even higher than that. Yeah, look at that. Nikolaev is, getting paid a lot less. All right, let's move on. Let's go show you our third line left defender. And I'm thinking it's probably this guy here, Yegor Balanov. He is 2 stars currently, 3 stars potentially, and much like everyone else at the moment, pretty much played with us for the last couple of years. Moving on, we got one more on left defence, and it is Yegor Morozov. Played the last couple of seasons with us. I'm wondering if this was why the old guy got fired. He has been playing the same team for the last couple of years. Okay, so up in front for the right defence, we're probably looking at Stepan Anisimov. 2 stars currently, 2.5 potential. He has played a fair bit of Russian hockey, moved around a little bit. A couple of seasons with us, he is the alternate. Our second line right defender, play a little bit left, that's helpful. Clementi Rakakos, maybe? Rakaukas? Fairly young, pretty much tapped out on potential. He's played a couple of years at Chelny and he's now moved over to us for the last 2. Didn't do too badly last year, 23 points out of 56 games. I can't sniff at that as a defender. Third line, we have Vladislav Topkov. Played a couple of years as the captain at Bars Kazan. Recently moved over to us last year. This is going to be his first full season at Kristall. He is 1.5 stars, potentially moving up to 2. And then to round out the defence, we're probably looking at Yaroslav Kripkov. He isn't very good. He's 28, so he's aging out. He is 1.5 stars. He has been playing for the last couple of years with us and Kazakhstan prior to that. Look at that. Still know my geography. All right, so finally, when it comes to goalkeepers, we have 2. We have got Tikan Shekra. He has potential to be a 5-star goalie. He's probably going to be our first choice. He's spent last couple of years with us, and then I have no idea what BXL even is. Let's go and have a look, shall we? BXL is Belarus. Well, there we go. Our second choice goalie has got an extremely funny name, in my opinion anyway, Mikhail Fadimovsky. He is still pretty good. He can go up to a 4-star potential player. He has been playing not very long. Couple of years. I think these are the minor teams. No, they're not. No, we stole him. This team, Yuga Krantimans, I'm never going to be able to pronounce these names. They're actually in the same league as us. So we stole him last year. Lovely. But he will probably be backup alternate, depending on how Shaker goes. We do have some undressed players at the moment. We have Alexander Sumin. He is 37. He is maxed out and he is off at the moment with a bruised shoulder. He only got renewed recently. It's only a 1-year deal. I don't know if we're really going to use him. We may just either release his contract or just keep him as a backup player. I can't see much use for him at all. We also have Simon Kalini. I think that's the pronunciation. He's currently unhappy. But he's unhappy because he's out of shape and we criticised him for him. I say we, previous manager. I didn't do that. He is got a little bit of growth left. It's fairly good on age. He may potentially hit that. And he's been playing with us pretty much most of his adult life. And the final player on our list is Anatoly Trandin. Now, he is only 18, he's half a star, but he has got the potential to hit 3. So we will potentially use him as a bit of a utility centre if there are any injuries. He, at the moment, is his first year in the majors. He spent a couple of years in our junior teams. This is his first year up. So we will see how he gets on. However, we may drop him down because I believe we have still got the junior team. So we may put him back down there again. Looking at the stats for the league. Now, this does look a lot more like the Hull than it was Regina. The fact that there is a minimum age, but there's no maximum age. So we can kind of hire and cherry pick and take our pick of who we want. We don't need to go, all right, we got 20 now, I can't use you. There's no salary cap, there's no salary floor. It's 56 games in the season. We've played a couple of them already. And right now, we're third. Again, I say we, I haven't played any. I've literally just taken the job today. I've walked in, sat at my desk, grabbed all the files and just gone, okay. But yeah, third place at the moment, 6 points, 2 points short of the lead. And that is where we're going to leave this first episode. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.